Well, hey there, everybody. How is everything going? This is Chris, and you're hitting the road with me. Riding along on a Thursday evening. It is the numbers 19th, August the 19th, 2021, and we are headed home. It is about 5:16 p.m. We're on South Rehoboth Boulevard. AC's cranking. 14.4 miles per gallon in my Mercury Mountaineers. And we're moving right along. It's an 04. And we have 10% ethanol in Delaware, so you actually only get about 90% of your mileage because you're only getting 90% gas. Beretta. And it costs a little more because of the ethanol. I got to put fuel cleaners in every now and again just to keep the soot from building up in the combustion chamber and on the spark plugs, in the cylinders, the valves. I like to keep all the inside parts working properly. So stuff I've been thinking about today. Well, I'm delivering this week, so I was thinking about some not the brightest drivers that I was sharing the road with, so we're not going to talk about that. That's about 90% of it. Yeah. Man, it gets hot and people's brains going vacay. The brains went to the beaches and the people stayed on the road. Such is life. Having another awesome week at the store. It's going crazy. Yep, hadn't done this in a while. I've been hot, I've been tired, I've been bothered. I've had about 3 minutes worth of talk in me and then nothing. So we'll see if we can talk the whole way home. All-American Girls Professional Baseball League. If you haven't seen a couple of the posts I put up, I've made 2 of the 4 teams, the Kenosha Comets and the Racine Bells. I still have South Bend and the Rockford Peaches to do for the 1943 season for History Maker Baseball, because it tells you how to make the cards, and I think that's awesome. So yeah, I started doing it. I don't have the stuff to make a PDF. Font sizes, work it out and everything. So I don't know. I would like eventually to make something that way I could share it with people. But also I've got these blank 2x3 glossy paper playing cards that I got from Amazon. Like for making notes for D&D and making spell cards and stuff like that. Items for handy reference. And I was like, well, if I make it on those, it'll be 4 times the size and I'll be able to really read it easily. So that's what I'm doing. So if I do anything, it's probably going to be to scan a team for every 2 sheets or so. And then anybody who wants it, that just get it printed and cut on their own kind of thing, you know. It's not going to be high profile production by any stretch of the imagination. However, it's going to be the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League. Now, they've already got them on play.com, free downloads for 44, which is the first year with more than 4 teams. I think there were 8 girls ball clubs in 1944. And they've also got it in 53. Don't know why. Probably because it's the last full strength season, because 54 is the last season in the league, and I'm willing to bet that it started to fall off, and that brought about the end of the league. So they got the first big go get 'em season, and they got the last big go get 'em season. They didn't get any of the ones in between. But I intend on doing that little by little over the next year, perhaps. Really cool about the Girls Professional Baseball League. From 43 to 47 is like their dead ball era. In 48 is when they started to hit the long ball a little more prevalently. So there's actually 2 different kinds of baseball that can be played with this 12-year league, which I really think is cool. No designated hitters, of course, because there was no such thing as a designated hitter by and large in 1954, which was the last year of the league. But yeah, I'm like really, yeah. It's we are the members of the All-American League. So looking forward to that. Might even do a little fall or winter dead ball league with the girls. Yeah, so that is moving forward. I already played a game with them. I need to double check the Racine Bells strikeouts. I may have gone the wrong way with some of them as far as how I listed them, as far as what quality to use. Some of them I may have gone good eye when I should have gone whiffer, so I think I need to go through the Bells and double check theirs before I move on to Rockford and South Bend. But no, it's cool. I don't know if I'll be able to come up with stadium information. I'll have to check it out, maybe. Otherwise, there won't be any ballpark determining factors, qualities like big or small. I don't have any umpire information. I have a rough list of umpires, mostly those that served in the playoffs. That's in the book. So there are some umpires, however, no reputation, so we're not going to be able to have questionable, strict, stuff like that. So we won't be able to have umpire calls. So I'm thinking anything where either the ballpark or the umpire comes into it, we're just going to have to reset and do the at-bat again. Or if we're at a chart, roll again for a different result on the chart. But other than those 2 shortcomings, this could be a thing. This could be a thing. The game I played the other night, the Racine Bells beat the Kenosha Comets by a score of, I think that's it. No, Kenosha may have been home. Who did it? I can't remember. It was 5-2, but I can't remember who did, where I had it played. I'm not sure. Doesn't really matter, I guess. But 5-1 rather. Did I say 5-2? I thought I said 5-2. I'm not sure what I said. I'm not going to go back and figure it out so I can make the correction. But 5-1 was the final score because that's what I remember and that's what I say so. Curris. Sophie Curris was a Bell. Racine was on the bottom. Racine won 5-1 over the Comets. I think the pitcher for the Comets was Dottie Wood. Maybe. It's been 2 or 3 nights. But anyway, we're going to have some girls' baseball. There's no crying in baseball! Turn your speakers down for that. Oh, man. Stay right there. Don't pull out. Okay, now you can go. Ah, dear. Baseball. Yup. Not much else going on. Let's enjoy the ride for a little bit. '79 replay is coming along. I've played about 67 games. I've only got about 900 to go. We're at about April 18, April 19, somewhere right there. I'm thinking the 18th. Not a lot of games on the 19th. That was a Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, April the 20th through 22nd. That's weekend series. And we'll have another update show after the games from the 22nd have been rolled. Somebody commented on one of the videos, probably the update video, I'm sure, that the Expos looked like they were going to be a strong team. It might have been on one of the posts that I did. Expos were a strong team. I mean, they had Pittsburgh on the ropes. They led early mid-season. The Pirates just came together and started winning games. And just like it did in that NL East Division chase that I did back in September, it came down to that final series. It came down to the final series in Pittsburgh between the Expos and the Pirates. And as a matter of fact, that one came down to the final day because that depended on the Cubs and the Phillies. And that also happened in '79. I mean, it was a real tight race right down to the wire. And the Expos only played 161 games. If they would have won one more game, We Are Family would not have happened in Baltimore. Would not have happened. Huh. I always think I'm having a visual migraine. I haven't had one in a while, but I've had a little saw blade, kind of weird looking thing starting in the middle of my eye and working out. Yeah, got a little bit of dead spot going. I get these things called visual migraines, and they look like a circular saw blade around the edges, and it moves from the front of the eye to the back, which makes it look like it's getting bigger until it gets inside the eyelid. You can't really see it unless you close your eyes, and you can see the edges of it until it disappears. When it's kind of really distracting more than anything else. But the last 2 or 3 that I had, and it's been a couple of years since I've had one. The last 2 or 3 that I had, when that pattern got to where I couldn't see it anymore and got to the back of the eye, I got some pain with it. And the last time it happened 3 times in 2 days. It happened twice in the right eye, but then it happened once in the left, and that was the only one I've ever had in the left eye. Don't know what causes it. First one I had was probably back in the late 90s. And I've probably had 11 or 12. But not until the last 2 or 3 times I've had these visual migraines that it actually had some ache or discomfort, or in one instance pain associated with it. I don't know. My brain just works too hard. You wouldn't know it in the morning. Beautiful sky. I hope you guys' Thursday is going well. Hope you've enjoyed this scenic ride home. We are just about here. Debbie's car. Pull around. Back in. I really need to cut the grass. I may wait until the sun's just about down and cut the front tonight. Back, I'll harvest it in the fall. It's too hot. As long as the city doesn't come around and give me a nasty gram, I'm not going to worry about doing it. Guys, this is Chris. Thanks for the ride along, and I will catch y'all on the flip side. Bye-bye.